Ake sithi ukukhuluma nge-projectile motion la ku-question 3. In the description box uzothola ama-links for other recordings for this question paper. Thanks for tuning in. Well, question 3. Bathi a small disk C is thrown vertically upwards at a speed of 15 meters per second from the edge of the roof of a building of height 30 meters. So now there's someone standing la at the top of the roof. Uphonsa a disk vertically upwards, uyipha a initial velocity of 15 meters per second. Then after 0.5 seconds, a small ball B is shot vertically upwards from the roof of the, from the foot and roof. So that's why I need a roof lapha. Okay, from the foot of the building at a speed of 40 meters per second in order to hit disk C. Ignore the effects of air resistance. So lana sikhuluma nge-projectile motion. La ku 3.1, by the way, there's a last question with 3.4 which awumboni nangabe ngibeke le slide this. So there's a last question with 3.4. Now ku 3.1 bathi si define the term i-projectile. Ilitshe nangabe kapha umngane wakho ngelitshe sithi umshaye nge-projectile, yabona? Ungathi umshaye ngelitshe, ngimshaye nge-projectile. Nangabe uphonsela umuntu ibhola, umphonsela i-projectile. A projectile is defined as an object which has been given an initial velocity and then moves due to gravity. Yes? Or under the influence of a gravity. So now uphonsa ibhola next time, just keep in mind with ngimphonseng a projectile. 3.2, calculate the time taken by disk C to reach its maximum height. 3.2.1. Okay, so the maximum height abakhuluma ngayo nayo. Now if ever ngiprojecta uC uzolandela a path like this one until I hit a ground. So tina we want the maximum, the time taken by uC to reach its maximum height, the maximum height now. At the maximum height, the final velocity is 0, right? Okay, I'll skip it data and choose the upward direction as positive. Sinani sine gravity, gravitational acceleration is minus 9.8. Ngoba your right is always acting downward. Initial velocity to 15, final 0, tina stinga ini delta t, the time taken. Now see, apply ama equations of motions la ku projectile motion angithi. Now ngifuna in equation ezongivumela ukuthi ngicalculate ubani delta t. Ngine final velocity, sure. Ngine initial velocity, for sure. I have the acceleration, for sure. Ngifuna ini delta t, but I believe, okay, this one out ngoba awuna distance, so there's only one formula ongayisebenzisa, this one. Now we substitute, inside this formula we substitute. So la final velocity ngifaka 0, initial it's 15, acceleration it's minus 9.8. But wena nangabe uyabhala in a test or an exam, make sure ukuthi uyawabhala lama lo kanje. You write down your formula before substituting njengoba ngenzile la. And then transpose law 15 to the left hand side, ufika ngale abe negative 15, then delta t is equal to negative 15 over minus 9.8. As calculated, minus 15 divided by minus 9.8. Answer, whoa, okay, I see it's to 2 decimal places. What just happened? Oh no, minus 1 point. Okay, it's 1.53 seconds. 1.53 seconds. So now answer yethu la ku 3.2.1. Now asiye lapha ke ku 3.2.2, the maximum height above the ground to reach, the maximum height above the ground reached by disk C. 3.2.2, ngicela ukugqoka ama-specs man, angiboni kahle la. Okay, 3.2.2, let's keep it data. Now sifuna the maximum height here this time. The maximum height, again, the maximum height is from, I saw that the maximum height above the ground, so it's the distance from here all the way up to lap. So from lana to lana siyazi ukuthi it's 30, but for the distance from here to here komele calculate yona, which is the maximum height, right, reached by the ball from its point of projection. So data, again, choosing up as positive, acceleration, initial velocity, in a final velocity. Now I have time saying is calculated iskati, and then sibano delta y, which is the unknown. Yes, again si consulta iloganje ama equations wethu again siyakuma equations wethu ngifuna u delta y, ayingayi kama formulas ano delta y now. Nayi this one as well as this one, right? So I believe wonke angasebenza, but yeah, wonke angasebenza, but let's use this one. So siya substitute ke manje, delta y uzoba equal to this 15 initial, and then we have iskati plus 1/2 times minus 9.8, as you calculate, plus 1/2 times minus 9.8 times 1.53 squared, it's 11.48. so this is our answer. Now saying night distance from lana to the maximum height, it's 11.48 meters, so I have to add it up nalo 30 so that I can find the maximum height above the ground, right? Above the ground. So this is maximum height is equal to 30 plus 11.48, that's 41.48 meters above the ground. So yeah, this is our maximum height above the ground. It's 41.48 meters above the ground. Now 3.3, calculate the time from the moment that disk C was thrown upwards until the time ball B hits the disk. So in other words, sifuna lesikhathi where disk C ahlangana nobani no ball B. So as erase lana so that we can do 3.3. Alright, 3.3 sifuna lesikhathi from the moment disk C was thrown upwards until the time ball B hits the disk. Now ulokanje ball C ngiyamphonsa ufika maybe to this height, I don't know, or it might happen with the ball, I mean the disk C idlule maximum height, then it comes back to this point and then ahlangane nobani no B. I don't know, but let's assume ukuthi this height it's where ball B no HC meet, right? It's where ball B no disk C meet. Now check this out, choosing up as positive for disk C. I'm going to use this formula so that I can calculate the height where both the disk and the ball meet, right? A substitute tegela. So HC, it's the height traveled by disk C to meet up with B. So initial velocity to 15, time It's the time it takes for disk C to reach to the point where they meet bano ball C, right? And then lana it's gravitational acceleration. Now asenze, okay, yeah, simplify further again, right? Yeah, simplify further into 15 delta t minus 4.9 delta t squared. Asenze for ball C as well. Asenze for ball C as well. So ball C, y delta y is equal to v initial t plus, I'm using the same formula as above, and then height b uzoba equal to this delta t. T for ball b uzoba different ngoba ball b was short after 0.5 seconds, so ngizo subtractor 0.5 seconds ngoba ngathini bamprojecte later than ubani than disk C. Therefore bese ngiyayisimplify this one. Lega b, I have to simplify this equation, kunama bracket la, right? So let us simplify your distributal of 40 inside this bracket, and then half times negative 9.8 is negative 4.9. This bracket ngipha this, and then for this bracket it's a binomial, so siyazi ukuthi ku maths, in fact, okay, asingakhulumi nge-algebra la, right? You just apply your mathematics to simplify this bracket, yes? So create brackets out 2, then you multiply again, yes? Okay, and abangifuna ukusounda just like lama teachers were physics, but mina maths angifundisi, mina maths angifundisi, banama ngiyabashaya, yabona? So but anyway, la you just do your algebra, and then uthola something like this, bese uyabuya udistribute negative 4.9, you get something like this, yes? And then you add like terms wakho 40 t, and that is 49 8 delta t like terms, this one I not like term, this one and this one like terms, so we add them up, sithola this, yes? Okay, now ngina 2 yama equations la, but unfortunately there's 3 unknowns. This HC, lo HC, HB, no delta T are unknowns. But guess what? To HB no HC, they are equal. Ngoba ila ball B no ball bani, no ball B no disk C meet, right? But I think it would be a good idea ukuthi express HC in terms of HB. Why ngisho njalo? Ngoba HB angisho bheka HC no HB, they meet up at this point, and at the distance from la to la is what? It's HC. Nang eta no 30 meters ngithola HB. So how about si express HC in terms of HB, right? Instead of solving the equation simultaneously, it's best ukuthi siyenze kanje this thing. So let's do this, and then I substitute the equation ga HC. Now sithathe from above equal to, and then we substitute ubani equation B, bese plus lo 30 lo. This is what I have here, and then this is what I have. Now check again la, ngizothi ke manje, because of the delta t squared, I think yenze so, I think increase the size of this pen. I think Dwayne 0, okay, 0, you transpose everything to the right hand side. Ngoba there's a delta t squared, this is a quadratic equation, so it's minus 4.9 delta t squared. This one ngibhalela, so transpose lo 4.9, lo 4.9 lo yofika ngapha on the right abe positive, delta t squared plus 44, 9, this is 9 delta t in transposal of 15 figure minus 15 delta t minus 21 comma 225. Okay, lento le at least ama digits wakho, especially now calculate, now wenza ama calculations, ne awuyitholanga i-answer yakho yet, but you are still doing ama calculations usayothola i-answer yakho, ne. Meanwhile usayenza ama calculations ubozifundisa ukurounda off to 4 decimal places or 3 decimal places. That way you increase the accuracy of i-answer yakho ekugcineni. So na into engiyenzile la, this 4.9 now multiply no 0.25 ngithole u-1.225, yabona, ngiround off to 3 decimal places, not 2, so that the answer yethu yasekugcineni iba more accurate, ngoba nawe i-round off kusese early, answer yakho ingaluza i-accuracy kancane, right? And then it's minus 21.225 plus 30. Let us calculate. Wena ucancela wena, and then it's 44.9 minus 15 ithola ngayiki 29.90, so 0 is equal to 29.90, and then wena okay, minus 21.225 plus 30 is equal to 8.87 okay, 8.78. So therefore delta t, interesting, why negative answer yami? So it's positive. Wait, why negative? Akhonakala ukuthi isikhathi ibe negative. Did I make an error somewhere? This is a la, this is a lapia, and then okay, let me see. Okay, I see the blunder. Blunder. In fact, it's supposed to be b minus 30. About HC, HC is from la to la. This thing I explain, but I end up not doing it. It's from here to here, and then HB is from la to la. Therefore, now I'm going to HC, I'm going to represent to HC in terms of B. I have to say HB subtract bani 30, so that this is equal to that. So it's minus, not plus. So lana it's negative. So what is negative? Nala about negative. Nala about negative. Even here I give about negative. It's about negative la. And this is not. Hey, wait. Sends a so. Whoa. Okay. A kloop. Sends a so. Okay. So this one cancel this one, and this one you put 29. Yes, you put 29 this one, and then minus 21.225 minus 30 you put 51, it's going to be 29.90 minus 51.23. But in fact, let's just keep it as 225. So this one out, out this one. Now bese ngiyatranspose ke manje 29,9080 equal to minus 51,225. Okay, now delta t wami yophuma as a positive value akukhonakala ukuthi isikhathi usicalculate siphuma as a negative number, so that's one thing engidawuthise i-answer yami. So I had to go back and check nje. So answer it is 1,71 seconds. This is our answer again. So after 1,71 seconds, it's where they meet, right? It's where the disc and the ball meet. So our calculation iphelela lana, guys. Siya ku 3.4 now. Yeah, erase so that we can do with 3.4. All right, 3.4. Now 3.4 on the same system of axis. Sketch the velocity. Sketch graphs of velocity versus time for disc C and ball B from the moment that disc C was thrown upwards until B hits disc C. Label the graph for both B as B and the graph for C as C. Clearly indicate the following on the graphs: the initial velocity of ball B and C. Okay, as I said, let us draw the grid, and we're choosing upward as positive. So now grid yami. Yes, this is the grid. Asqale again. Asqale. Angifuna ukuthi uyikreme lento le. Ngifuna ukuthi uyazi the initial velocities of velocity bani B. The initial velocities of velocity B and disc C. Let's start here. Initial velocity ka ball B bekubani? Beku 40. Nangu 40 la. Initial velocity for disc C bekubani? 15 somewhere la, right? They are both positive ngoba they were thrown upwards and we chose upwards as what? As positive. Yes? As positive. And then siyabuya ke manje bathini? The time at which ball B was shot upwards. Ball B simshute nini? After 0,5 seconds. Angithi? Okay. And then ball ulo kanje this is C this C by the way, and then this is ball B. Yes? Ball B lo. Ball C initially yena sim throw at T0, right? At T0 now ben compare nobani no ball B. So straight lana the time at which disc B reaches its maximum height. The time at which disc C reaches its maximum height. Maximum height yakhe uC will reach ala 1,53 seconds later. And then the time at which ball B hits uC bahlangana kuphi? Start to be calculated after 1,71 seconds. Nazo check ke manje. So this is what velocity versus time graph. Velocity versus time graph. This is velocity. Komele ukulabel lo. Meters per second, and then it's time in seconds. Time in seconds. Now, yabona the moment you draw an object upwards, just know that ukuthi velocity yakhona izowenzani, decrease. So the moment you pose the object upward, velocity yakhona yenzani, ya decrease because of a gravitational pull. So asqale ngo object C will reach a maximum height at this time until azahlangane nobani no ball B at this point, right? So lona u C, and then u B yena. B we start off by ngifuna ukuthini mara ball B simphonsa after 0.5 seconds. So the line or the graph ka B izocala la. Na velocity yakhona izoyenzani, izokwehla nayo. Igraph yakhona izodrop, izowenza kanje. Why? It's because of the object loses velocity over time. Now iphosa phezulu due to gravitational pull, B and C. So these are your velocity time graphs. Nazo. So uqedile kanjalo. 3.4 bekathi siplothe a sketch velocity time graph. So siplothile ke nayi. This is the last question for question 3. I hope we uthole some value out of this video. If you did, please guys, please leave a like, subscribe, share nabangani bakho. That's the only way to support the channel. So for now, asibonane on the next video. Bye bye.